All right, let's be real. Starting a YouTube channel takes a lot of work. But here's the thing, there has never been a better time to get on YouTube. Like if there was ever a time to double down on YouTube, it's right now, because 2025 is going to be huge. YouTube is going all in 2025. They're becoming a one-stop creator shop. So grab your coffee, let's talk about it. Tastes like financial independence. Yeah. Freedom. Financial freedom, if you will. First off, YouTube is not just for videos anymore, guys. They're building these tools that let you do everything all in one place. One place. What does that mean? That means that your subscribers don't have to make the decision to go away from YouTube to go and find all the things that you have to offer. They can stay right in YouTube. And what does that mean? That means that they're more likely to click and more likely to grow your channel and ultimately grow your community, which then of course increases your income. Forever, we've been hearing about Ko-fi and Patreon, Uscreen, and most recently the school websites for those big communities. By the way, those are crazy expensive and completely unneeded. Now you're gonna be able to connect with your audience, monetize your content, and even my very favorite part is create a community. I have been trying to do this for a while now. I used to have a Facebook community, but it was so hard for me to remember to go in there. I know that seems crazy, but I got a lot going on here. So anytime I can do everything all in one place, you got me. So what kind of tools and such are they adding? Well, I probably am not going to be able to cover all of them because there is so many, but let me touch on my favorites. AI tools, which I'm sure we all saw this coming, but their AI tools are really cool. YouTube is introducing this thing called Dream Screen for shorts. Now, I don't personally do shorts on my channel, but maybe that'll change, I'm not sure. But I know a lot of you love doing shorts. So Dream Screen is going to be amazing. It's like having your own movie studio on your phone. You can create your entire backgrounds and even clips using their AI. So like if you're ever feeling like your shorts are kind of lame or they need a little extra pizzazz, this is going to be perfect for you. And one of my other favorites is the inspiration tab. So YouTube's had the inspiration tab for a while and I love it. Once your channel starts getting some traction and you start having a pretty good audience, it doesn't even have to be an awesome audience, just like people are starting to watch. The inspiration tab is amazing. It's so helpful for getting inspired, obviously, and trying to figure out what types of things you want to cover on your channel. But they're upping the game. Like this isn't some boring analytics section. No offense. I know a lot of you love the analytics. I also don't really understand the analytics. So anyway, it's gonna give you ideas for titles and thumbnails and even full video ideas that are all tailored to your vibe and your channel specifically. And what does that mean? That means that maybe we don't need to spend our money on these other websites. Love vidIQ, but let's face it, these YouTube changes are making it to where these extra websites might just not be needed anymore. But realistically, it's like having a brainstorming buddy or like someone you can just chit chat with and come up with all these different ideas for your specific channel. Like kind of having your own YouTube assistant without having to hire one. But this one, oh my gosh, you guys. As I mentioned, I've been trying to get a really good YouTube community going. And that's because you guys love talking back and forth. And I love talking back and forth in the comments, but if you don't have a channel yourself, you don't really understand kind of the irritation of finding new comments. You can filter by comments you haven't responded to, right? And then once you respond to them, they no longer show up. So then when you go back in, you have to then filter to comments that have showed up after you've already responded, like they've responded to you again. And it's just kind of a pain when it comes to wanting to chat back and forth on a specific topic, because the whole goal for my channel is to help you guys earn money online passively, but also get a little experience in design and all of that, because that's my expertise. And that's going to be so much more fun and so much easier with communities.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Another thing that I love that I haven't even thought about, but I really should, is their auto dubbing feature that they are adding. So for the longest time, if you wanted to be able to have your videos transcribed and basically created again for another language, you needed to hire somebody to do that. And only giant YouTubers like Mr. Beast or, somebody of that nature is able to do that type of thing. But that sucks because it really takes away from the people who are watching my channel in other countries whose first language is not English, and I want to be able to be there for you, but I don't know your language. And even if I did, that would mean having to make multiple videos in various different languages. But now the auto dubbing feature is going to change the game. Imagine your videos being able to be translated and voiced in other languages without at all having to hire someone. It's like being able to unlock a whole extra area of your audience, but also be able to serve the entire world versus your own little pocket. Now, let's face it, most of us are on this platform, at least secondary, to make some money, right? Well, YouTube is making that so much easier. Well, maybe not easier, but they're giving us more ways to do it. Live streams are going to be able to earn through these new things called jewels, which the viewers can gift in real time. They're also expanding shopping affiliates, and that's huge if you want to recommend any products and get paid to do it. And speaking of making it big, there is this new thing called hype. Your fans can basically boost your videos by hyping them. And this might be the coolest part because let's face it, new YouTube channels have a really hard time of getting seen. And though YouTube recently has made that better, I mean, I've actually seen a couple new creators in my recommended list, and that never used to happen. But now with the hype button, your YouTube audience that loves you already is able to hype your videos, which means that they are in charge of the algorithm. So that whole algorithm thing that everyone's always trying to figure out, well, that is going to be compromised, but in a good way. If you are serving your subscribers and your audience and really building that community that YouTube wants, you're gonna get hyped. And that means you're going to get seen by so many more people. It really puts the money back in the hands of the subscribers, which in my opinion is right where it should be. And if you're somebody who loves to create seasons or themed content, which isn't really my thing, but maybe it will be in the future, YouTube is letting us organize videos into seasons and episodes, which is really cool. Oftentimes you'll be watching a video and it'll say episode 109 or whatever, and that really doesn't do much except for maybe for the YouTuber themselves, but not so much for the audience. But now it's going to do something for the subscribers. You're going to be able to look into a specific area so that you can stick with the season you want or the episode you want. It's going to be so great. It's really going to help those YouTubers who are producing content like this so they can look way more professional. And since a lot of people nowadays are using their televisions, including myself, to stream and watch YouTube instead of Hulu or Netflix, this is going to be a really cool option to have. So the bottom line is YouTube is making amazing changes. All changes that are going to be benefiting everyone, not just YouTube or Google, right? It's going to benefit the subscribers, your audience. It's going to make it so much nicer and more fun and entertaining for them to be able to interact, but also watch the content that is on YouTube. But it's also going to increase our finances. It's going to increase our visibility. It's going to increase our ability as creators. And that is amazing. Literally, it feels like 2025 is like a warm hug from YouTube. We're not going to have to juggle all these different platforms. We're going to be able to stay right on the platform that we know, that we love, that has been giving us this amazing place for our content. And now we're going to be able to use this one website for everything that we need. We don't have to go anywhere else. It's like the biggest reward that we could have ever gotten. I'll take this over a YouTube plaque any day. But don't get me wrong, I'd still like a YouTube plaque. So ultimately, if you've been sitting on the fence about starting your channel, or if you have a channel and maybe you're just not really that into it and you're like, I'm not growing, I'm not getting monetized, what the heck? Don't give up. Now is not the time to give up. And now is the time, if you haven't started your YouTube channel, to get on it. You need to start it now and you need to hit the ground running, especially in January. You need to be going crazy because who doesn't want to be at the top of a leaderboard? I do. I'm very competitive. I want to be up there, my friends. But honestly, I just can't wait for the community. I cannot say it enough. I can't wait to just sit and chat with you guys and just have the best time in there. We're going to have so much fun. If you are excited about any of the upcoming changes that are coming, please let me know in the comments below. I can't wait for all of this, honestly. And I'm so excited for all the smaller channels like myself, or even people who aren't monetized yet, to just experience the absolute fun and joy when you get monetized and when you start communicating with your subscribers. It's the best. It's so much fun. It's so fulfilling, and it's everything. I could cry. It gives me a sense of like purpose that's different than everything else I do. I've always wanted to help people, and my channel gives me that ability. And now with the community changing and becoming an all-in-one place for us, it feels like I'm going to be able to do that on such a larger scale, and that just brings me so much joy. It just fills my cup. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up so it gets pushed out to all those new creators, or all the creators that are having a little bit of a hard time, so that they know it's time to get going. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hit the bell notification so that you get notified every single time I post a video. Go out there, go design a life you love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.